Hello, I'm back. I'm Tina. This is To the Inner Wild. Welcome, Light and Love crew. Today is a special occasion, and I really did not expect to be on here. But look, we're here. And I put on some lipstick for y'all. For the occasion, anyway. Just because it's been a while. And why not? Okay. So happy, joy, full moon. I bet you missed me. At least my karmic influences did. They missed. Yes. And the angels of love and light are saying they missed out on some badass manifestations. They just gave me their power. They gave me their power. Just literally handed it over. Anyway, look at I want to show you something, but I can't show you right now, so it's okay. I'm gonna say I don't even know what to talk about right now. But I don't know. It's good. Things are good. They're not like I just know not to carry any expectations. But let's call in the angels of love and light. Angels of love and light, I welcome you in to direct and protect these messages, my auras, my chakras, my space, and that of my family. Thank you so very much. And let me specify my family's learning experiences. Because I still love my family. I'm still called to protect. Even though some of them are just acting a fool. Undercover. Seriously. By the way, I might as well say that one of my recent readings was completely blanked out on audio when it wasn't before. I just checked back and I was like, what the fuck? And I don't even have a copy of it in audio. So it just got completely wiped out after the fact. So I'm being silenced. Do you know how I have to say it's kind of exciting, because that tells me I'm on a new level now as far as, I've been recognized. Not just noticed, but recognized. And that's how you know. Give me a second. Yeah, I didn't anticipate doing a reading, but here we are. Okay. So I decided what deck am I going to use? This is after doing a couple of things. I mean, I still have, a couple more things to do, but I decided I'll just take a little bit of a break and, see what comes out of this. I haven't used Rowena Patik Ryder's decks in a while, or systems in a while, and I think I only touched on this once. So it's been a while, and I figure there's a lot of things I want to say. But it's one of those times where I just want to stay quiet with certain things that I know. Because it's kind of exciting to see how far some people will take their realms of deception. And this is on a local level, but also macrocosmic. So, sometimes I just get a little bored, and instead of letting my energy fall into mischief, it's more mischief managed, I guess. But it's more I want to see, it's more exciting. Not putting all your stuff out there that to be at current state, and then people insulting your intelligence. I'd rather see what their intelligence is without me saying anything. And but I do want to say that I didn't think that the CIA would take me that seriously, just but it's so strange, the world. It's so strange the way it all just revolves around certain subjects that are kind of like not to be discussed, not to be disclosed. So anyway, I know I'm being watched, and there's a reason why I haven't been killed off yet. But I don't think I'm supposed to be killed off. I don't think it's supposed to go down like that. I didn't get any hint of that. I think I'm too important for that. I think they recognize that. In fact, I think that the CIA finds me to be intelligent, which is like so flattering at the same time. I don't know why, but I just feel like that. So give me a second, because I wanted to do a little bit of a precursor reading on what the CIA thinks of me. I mean, I already know, like, there's a form of flattery being silenced. I'm like, whoa, yay, that's cool. But it's not all shits and giggles, you know. So give me a second. What deck am I going to use? Doopy doopy doop. Okay. Omega Land Tarot. Because there is a foreboding of this realm, you know. Yeah. I'm just saying. Just saying. So before we tap into the co-creation code deck, we're going to see. I just want to see. Because they're watching. Like, not just on the screen. Like, what do you call it? In the dark web. There's like a dark web. And then there's, you know, remote viewing. There's, I don't know, astral travel. I don't know if that's the same thing, but I get to explore some new gifts, let me tell you, or some gifts that were just laying dormant, and that's exciting, let me tell you. Oh my gosh, the Knight of Swords. What song is in my head? Get your motor running. Head out on the highway, looking for adventure in whatever comes my way. The truth, something born to be wild. Oh my gosh! I never even thought about this. And here we are. It just flew right out. I love it. That's crazy. Okay, Spirit, hello over there. I know you see me, I see you. So please moderate accordingly. Thank you. Love you so much. I've been like so like burdened with, okay, who's my crew? Where's my crew? Why is it that like I have to elevate so much when like why can't I do the same amount of work that other people are doing to get like kudos in whatever realm that they're in? Why is it like I have to work so much harder? And I'm not like, this is not 100% comparing, but this is just a matter of factual like evidence. Like, why is it that we're delivering the same, like, how do I say it? I deliver messages and then they like distribute accordingly. And maybe that's part of project management. Like, you have to let other people shine too. But, and the most important thing is that the messages get distributed and seeded accordingly. But at the same time, like, I'm struggling. Like, no. Let's rephrase that. It's just definitely not the easiest time. It seemed like it was easier working a 9-to-5, and I don't know, but just like when you see things, like you can't unsee them, and when you notice things, and when you're on an intellect of discernment on like this highly frequency, like fine-tuned version of yourself, you can't undo that. There's like no desire to, you know, even if you tried. So Anyway, I'm finding out who my crew is, who my target market is. They're very quiet. Well, very well known, but this is great because I've had many years, like almost decades of experience in keeping quiet about certain things, dealing with time sensitive material, and not just time sensitive, but like intellectual property, things that carry NDAs, and so anyway, it's just very interesting. And outside of like that paperwork version of contractual obligations, that respect that everyone is growing, and the main initiative is not to like call out names, but determine energy. So what do I want to say about that? Okay, well, we have the Page of Coins pronounced or accentuated, and then we have Ace of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Holy smokes. So this is, a learner, a person who studies, it's kind of a novice, just like cracking code, basically, just invested in that. And that's just like the approach. I don't want to say humble, but it's more like knowing that there's a lot to learn and just being open to it. Yeah, and how that develops into something very substantial, so we have the High Priestess here and the Ace of Pentacles. So even though I hold a strong position as more than an inner knowing, but getting divine downloads, like constantly getting an all access pass to information highways, even paving my own, that there's so much to learn. And I'm really excited about this because I know others are too, and regardless of where they are on their path, my messages are so well versed and flexible to different paths that they're meant to challenge the intellect, and therefore the patterning of how we perceive things. That's what I'm being told. Okay. Bottom of the deck is Four of Swords in reverse, so it's recovery. So at this stage, we've been through like the several ranges. We've seen like so many Tower cards reappear in different decks, and whether that was an upright or in reversal, I think that phase has now passed. We're upon that closure part where we step up and we see beyond the mess. Because that's what I've been doing during this practice of like, staying away for the most part, doing lives. And it wasn't necessarily like going on a hiatus. It's just taking care of stuff, like trying to coach myself through the process of weeding out, organizing, letting go, just housekeeping, really, energetically as well. And once you go through the motions of it on such a generic level, I found it just so incredibly helpful to just like say no to other energies. And I was able to detect the coding of each person that came through. Like, I didn't stop myself from listening to other people's readings, but I was very select in that. I was very select in my choices. And yeah, I mean, just like, I just got stronger. I don't know how it happened, but I trusted in the divine. It worked out. And yeah, it's like I was able to revisit my notebooks. And I don't know, I just gained a lot of traction without consuming a lot of extra. So that's nice. What do you... Oh, strength. Yeah, for real. And 8 of Cups. Yeah, bringing that home. Like, I'm hearing, bring it home, brother. I don't know why, but that's what I'm hearing. So we've achieved a certain level of strength. You know, like in those adventure cards, like superhero cards, the trading cards, where you have the solo profile action type of ambiance that represents that character. And you turn around the card and you see like all the levels that of like strength, agility, etc., what kind of superpowers they have, and their arch enemy, and you know what group they belong to, etc. That's what we're looking at here. That's a new level marked. It's not just a milestone where we like achieve it, celebrate it, and say goodbye to it. This is something that stays with us. It's a constant now. That's excellent, because we're bringing it home. We made that U-turn. Like, we're just coming back after that hike, like after quieting, and bringing that to the table. And this ties in with those TikTok reads that I was fairly prompt in. Thank you very much, my divine team. Is there anything else? Oh, I made some moon water. I haven't made some in a long time, but I finally did one, and I don't know what I'm going to be using it for, if it's ingestible. I think it is. I called in my ancestors of love and light, and, you know, I called in my team to help me make it, and I was just a little worried, because I'm like, did I make an explosive? I hope... I hope not. I don't think so. It would start making sounds or something. So for the past like half hour, I was like Googling and just to make sure that I didn't get any interference. And I don't think I did, because I was just like la-ti-da with it. It's like, I feel like something's missing. So I was very particular with crystals, feeling out the energy. It was good. It was like an extended lab. I want to show you something. It's so cute and cool. I love it. But I don't want to show you. Because people just keep taking from me. Take. For their immediate gratification clause. How they operate. But like, oh my gosh. I am in for like bank. But, I mean, like... I was using my pendulum, and oh my gosh, it was going crazy. I was listing rates, and it was like, at first there was interference, but then I realized certain gifts that I had and the certain implications on developing them. And oh my gosh, that's when like the interference was released, and it went fucking crazy. It went berserk. I raised my rate like it went wild. Like, my worth, if I were to boil it down in by hour, with what I'm doing right now versus live, you know, 1-to-1 versus in person versus publicized, like real time on a larger realm, like larger audience span. And or by person, holy, that's a lot, which is cool. Thank you, Spirit. Like, Spirit, I have a Spirit, like, to validate it, you know, and it tells me that the type of work that I'm going to be doing is no bullshit. Like, absolutely no bullshit. And it's no shits and giggles where, like, I'm doing, like, love readings or doing, like, what I'm supposed to be doing is of, like, value not just for this generation, but we're talking, like, eons. We're talking dimensions. It's insane. I'm excited. But okay. So I don't want to tell you everything because oh, Six of Wands. You saw that it was like a diving board, you know, on the side. This is victory. And this is recruiting also. Do you see that? My soul team has also found me. Time travelers. I saw so many people today. So many suspicious people. All suspicious people. It's all mixed in, and I'm like, this is not your standard Friday night. I've been here before. You're crazy, everybody. The way they try to blend in, the way they try to pause near me, it's insane. I notice. Anyway, so 3, 4, 5. I'm the 6th person standing here. They found me. And this is like turning the tables also. The 3 amigos are also, this is like a depiction of what I'll be doing as well, if it's not already done. But there you are. It's like a diving board. It's not just like the Fool card, you jump off the cliff because everybody's done it. This is a diving board. This is the inner child excitement. Tigger. So exuberant that the floorboard beneath them is buoyant also with joy. So it's becoming very in touch and very grounded with nature and the inner child. That Mother Gaia supports you and is flexible enough to propel you, Tina, onto the next journey. This is what we're talking about, where it's similar to the trampoline effect after the 10 of Swords. You shoot up into Phoenix level. The Phoenix is just like a dragon bird. You know how crazy that is? That blend. Oh, it's on the slide. So, all is not lost. And whatever, like, hardships are perceived here as far as... I have to remember that, like, there's so much greatness coming. There's so much purpose to this that it's... to look at it, like, in a 2D, 3D bit type of view is... it almost like raises, how do you say it? Because when you look at it on flat level, like everything is just one dimensional. Like, how do I say it? Everything loses its proportion, right? So everything feels trapped. Like the line is a box. It traps you. Whereas when you move into other dimensions, there's much more movement and accessibilities. And that's how some are like right here and present. Even though I visually am not seeing them, I know that they're present. That's crazy. So anyway, I find that exciting. And I can act more within my role as a teacher. It doesn't feel so blank like this is just therapy for Tina. Successful therapy, may I add. Okay, what do you want to show me? What do you want to show me? World card in reverse. Is it in reverse or is it upright? Because it was like this. It was tilted, you see? But like uncovered. So, what do you want to say to that, Spirit, before we move into the co-creation code deck? Something like that? Okay. 8 of Coins in reverse. Okay. So, this is the part where it's kind of like, I'm hearing free ride. Like, you don't really need to put in any more work, Tina. You put in a lot of work. Now, it's just a matter of time, like the motions, the phases to pass through. Like to put any more work into whatever you're doing, just for the sake of trying to crank it up a notch, and motion it to what do you call it? Manifest by means of manipulation. That's kind of like, what is it? 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, kind of like it puts you in another seat of stagnancy while also depleting your energy. So there's no need for that. I mean, if you enjoy the work, then just carry on with it, but very minimally. Okay. Yeah. Just for the sake of practice. But for discipline, you have to like scale back a little bit because there's a lot going on. Temperance, yeah. That's what I had to like figure in when making my specific concoction. Okay, cutting the deck. Whoop. Hermit in reverse, yeah. Coming into the light. Self-discovery. Yep. Okay, top of the deck is Wheel of Fortune. What? That's crazy. All right, so I'm told to what is peeking over here? Oh, the 3 of Cups. Yeah, I set it down and it was like, what's that 3 right there? I see a bus. And yeah, it's celebration. It's the trio. Yeah. Yeah. They've come to pick me up. I'm here. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, it's like they're taking me back home. Remember? If you look at the TikTok readings, most recently, the 10 of Cups in reversal, and then the 6 of Cups in reverse. The 6 of Cups in reverse is like, sometimes we like need to, we're just basically bringing it back home. We're bringing it back home, whatever our takeaways are. So I ventured out. Okay. Oh, snaps. Okay. T and E. Then we have SETDA, SOTQNCUSOKT. I have sedate. I have Sedona. Oh, somebody doesn't like me. I see cunt. Okay, cunts. Oh my gosh. Somebody is like a hater. Like, was it a misogynist? Yeah. Task. Coast. Cadet. That's the first time I've seen cadets. Okay, okay. Yeah. Huh. Cadets. Okay. Interesting. I feel like I'm called to do that because that's something that's very not your norm here. Okay. Tune. I have to figure out where this Q and this Oh, I have queens. Oh my gosh. Okay, so at the very start, when I started doing like these live readings, it was talking about the future, like basically queens that are cadets. Like this is far, far, far beyond what we can conceive. But these are the seeds. It's women empowerment, and it's not to say like that we hate men or anything. This is more so, what do you call it? Like reparations when it comes to support of the divine feminine, and not just for females or however you identify yourselves, but this is also for males. This is the divine feminine felt in all. Cadets, queens, and then I have took, scoot, or toques. I have 3 T's, 2 O's, 1 S, and 1 K. So talk. TikTok. Time passing. Moving forward. TikTok, yeah. Moving forward. Let me see. It's TOCK here. So, this automatopoeia, okay, interesting. Let me see if it goes anywhere else here first. It doesn't. It doesn't. Okay. Tots. Aw, this is for younger. These are for our children, our future. Tots. Yeah. Okay, we have 1 S left, and I refuse to leave it solo because that would be a snake. But wait, no, I don't need to refuse it. It could be, there's 2 places I can put it that would spell out so. I don't know what that would mean, like SO, significant other. Signing off, signing out. It's also an explicative without cursing. Like, that was so awesome. That was so good. Let me see if there's any other place that this can go. Because if it's separate, it's also saying, like, the snake also depicts an opportunity to heal, right? Part of the caduceus. Encountering darkness, and one's own. Knowing the poverty, like being like dirt, but also grounded enough to be in touch with it, like being forced to ground. But I feel like I have to put it on so. Oh, stock. Okay. Let me just, I think I'm supposed to leave it the way it is right now and then put S kind of on a lower key. So it's also taking stock of like inventory of what we have. Like, yeah, resourcefulness, because this was at the bottom of the deck, it's just temperance. And it's like when you're making recipes or whatever, you have to take stock of what you have. or even at base level, if you're looking at different terminology, the very basic makings of something to cook, like soup, you would need to have stock. So this is a new realm, is about resourcefulness, efficiency, productivity, but more so all for sustainability, and togetherness, and raising each other up, especially those who are due respect for their investments. So it really is kind of like reparations in like spiritual engenderment. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. Okay, let me go ahead and show you what it looks like. So you see, like, it's on another level. So this Page of Pentacles is what I'm seeing. Like, they're bringing the cue, like bringing in the question. So it could be meaning like minding your P's and Q's, but also knowing like when to ask questions, like to think for yourself. Yeah. Okay. Is there any other messaging here? I think that's it. Okay. I feel like I'm going to cut this off, and then I'm going to go back and do the co-creation code deck, because I want to keep things like clean cut here. And I think that's it for now. I will see you again later. And thank you so very much for your support, your sponsorship. Appreciated. Thank you very much, and I will see you again later. Now that this reading is officially over, I close all portals, sending all energies back with their appropriate karma. In love and light. Thanks so much. I'll see you again later. Bye for now.